This is the 90-day personal brand experiment. What I learned after testing every growth strategy. So I started this YouTube page February 20th, and I've tried a whole bunch of YouTube strategies. I've tried a lot of growth strategies, and I'm gonna share with you guys what works and what doesn't work. All right. If you're building a new brand or you're trying to establish your personal brand, here are some things that I would very much stay away from right now based on what I've learned. I've grown this page to over 6,000 subs in about 90 days, right? My February, March, April, May, like this is coming on past 90 days. So after 90 days, this is what I've gotten. I've gotten up to 6,000 subs, right? 100 and I believe it's 150,000 watch hours. If this is what is exactly working right now, right? Gotta study data. You need to study the data. So important, okay? You cannot guess anymore. Whatever your niche is, whatever your brand is, you need to be looking at the numbers, looking at the feedback. You guys know the reason I've grown so much is that I literally go and study the engagement on every single video. So what that looks like is this. I study the average view duration in every video. I study the likes in every video. These same videos I'm making, when it comes time for me to make a new one, I'm studying average view duration. I'm studying likes, right? We're able to even track where leads are coming from. So we're getting a lot of students to join our personal brand mentorship. You know, for those of you guys who don't know, I help men take their personal brands to $10,000 and up, right? And I'm getting quite a bit of students from this channel. And we have links, right? We have links that track which videos bring us clients. This is an advanced software. It's very expensive. I don't recommend any of you guys buy it right now, but it's called Hyros. All right, I'm gonna give you guys the sauce on this channel. That's why the guys love FitX Fielders, because I'm gonna give you guys the sauce, right? It's called Hyros, but it's very expensive. And we even have one that is more detailed than Hyros that we personally built with our own software team that ranges over 20K. So we have a lot of software to not only see where leads are coming from, but application status, if they're qualified, our target avatar, that costs over 20K to build. So you don't need all of that, but this is the kind of data that somebody who's been making content for over 8 years has at his leisure, right? Because I built my personal brand already, right? I understand how to build another brand. I understand how to develop brands. I understand that if you don't track the data, you're guessing. A lot of you guys, you make videos and you're just kind of hoping for the best. You're hoping that videos do well. You're hoping that they get views. You're hoping that they get likes. You're hoping that you make money. But if you don't know the numbers, it doesn't matter. How easy do you think your brand will establish if you understood the numbers? Right? It's easy for me to make content that brings us clients consistently because I know what you guys like to watch. Literally, what you like, how long you watch it, which videos make you want to take action and purchase my products and services. So you got to study the data. That's number one. You got to know what the audience likes from you. Take your numbers, take your data. YouTube allows you to export your CSVs. You can go to your YouTube analytics and you can export the data. Literally in a CSV, export it. Go put that shit in Claude. All right, I love Claude. Go put it in Claude, buy Anthropic, and tell it to analyze your data. Tell it to give you what other videos to make. This is literally what I do. I'm giving you guys the sauce. I teach you on this channel what people charge you for. And that's why we get so many students, because you can only imagine what my students get. You can only imagine. I'm gonna tell you some shit that most people are gonna charge you for. You go take Claude by Anthropic, and you go export your CSV from YouTube Analytics, YT Analytics. Tell Claude to analyze that CSV and to tell you which kind of videos should you make more of. Which kind of videos should you stay away from? YouTube does a good job of showing you these things, but Claude will go a little bit more in detail. It will tell you what to double down on. So don't guess. Stop guessing. And then the higher and higher level you get, you can take this shit even further. You can take it to the links. You can take it to the links. Every single video I upload, right? And I tell you guys, hey, listen, link in the description, pin comments, which is true, right? For those of you guys who want help with your personal brand, you want to learn from somebody who's going to give you the sauce and literally hold your hand to success. I've helped several guys get monetized, guys land their first clients. My students are crushing it, right? So yes, if you do want help with this, link in the description and pin comments, apply for the Inner Circle mentorship, all right? Let's see if we're good fit together. Let's see if I can help you out. But every single link in any of my videos is being tracked. So I know which videos make my audience want to take action. That's the more advanced level. Nobody's asking you to go spend 20 grand right now tracking this, right? But you know, you can do this more manually. Here's how you do it manually. Let me help you guys out. I'm gonna help you guys out, right? So what you want to do is you want to take a Google Sheet. Okay? You want to take a Google Sheet and you want to line it up. You want to put the URL of the YouTube video, okay? And you want to put another tab called leads. You want to track progression of lead. Okay? So you input the URL of the YouTube video. Cool? You input how many leads come from that specific video. So what you can do is you can set up a type form. This is how you do this shit. Pay attention, guys. Pay attention. You can set up a type form where every link that you put, you can have it be a type form, right? The link, let's say this is a YouTube video. This is just this put URL, right? Right, .com. This is a YouTube video. And if somebody wants to either book a call with you or get advice from you, they can put exactly which video you can put on your type form, a Google type form that's free, which video, right, or where they found you from. You've probably seen brands do this, right? They go, where did you hear from us? Where did you hear about us from? That's data. They're trying to figure out which location is bringing them clients so they can invest more into that. And this is how you do it for free. I'm teaching you this shit right here. You get a type form, right? And you put, where did you hear about me? Or which video made you book this call? Or, you know, how long have you been watching my content? Where did you find my services? That's how you know which videos or which platform that you put more action into. I can make a whole bit of fucking video on just studying data, right? But number one, most important, guys, studying the data. You got to study the data. Go implement this right now in all your brands. Don't have to go spend 20 grand on it. Get you a Google Sheet where you put the URL, you put the link to the type form, see which applications. You can literally make a type form for each video. So to make this even easier, make a type form for every fucking video to collect leads that way, and then you directly upload it into the Google Sheet. So that way you know where your leads are going and where they're actually coming from. So you can analyze the data and say, okay, these are the videos that make my clients want to take more action. Okay? Next. Authenticity. I probably spelled this shit wrong, but this is so important right now. The platforms, probably the second biggest growth strategy is being as authentic as possible. The platforms are actually punishing. They're punishing heavily edited videos. Yes, they're punishing this shit now. Meaning you're not gonna get as much reach if your videos are too cinematic, too many cuts and edits, where it's, and this is the thing about the cinematic approach, right? It gets you clicks, but it doesn't build you a following. I've told you guys this so many times. Authority over virality. You need to create authority. People that want to buy from you, people that want to purchase your products and services, they want to know that you can actually help them. You watching this video right now, the amount of value you've gotten in 10 minutes, I guarantee you're thinking to yourself, damn, this motherfucker can help me. He can actually help me. If I'm just on here, cut after cut after cut, I'm over here, all these dynamic frames and all this stuff, but I'm not really saying much. It doesn't, yes, it's gonna be entertaining, but it's nothing that you can literally go do. My video is about telling you information that you can literally go implement. So you want to be as authentic as possible. Okay? Because that's what the platforms are prioritizing. Average view duration, likes, comments. They want to see that your audience really likes you, because a lot of people have gotten so far drawn from, making authentic content that they just make clickbaity stuff. So you got to study the data. You got to be authentic as much as possible. Okay? And the last thing you got to do, you got to figure out a way to get your audience to watch more of you, right? I gave you guys a stat, I believe it was a couple of videos ago, that was the 7-for-11. That's what I believe it is, right? Well, Google is one of the biggest advertising platforms, the biggest search engine ever, right? Google literally owns YouTube. I was literally telling this to one of my students this morning. Every single morning I review my students' content and I give them feedback, right? And I was telling him, I was watching one of his videos and I said, listen, you got to remember, Google is a search engine. This is a guy that is a aircraft maintenance engineer. I helped him land his first ever client from joining my mentorship in 10 days last week. But I was making him, listen, Google is a search engine. When people are searching for aircraft maintenance engineering questions, aircraft maintenance tips, right? He specifically helps aircraft maintenance engineers pass their cars exam to get licensed. That's what he's really good at. He's an aircraft maintenance engineer. I'm like, bro, do you know that when people are searching how to pass the aircraft maintenance engineer cars exam, if your video is ranked, if your video gets a lot of watch time, guess what? That's a touch point for Google. Google will literally recommend your video for people to go watch. It does the SEO for you. You guys are making this shit too complicated. Google's fucking engine will fucking recommend your videos. I can't tell you how many times people have said, well, I was just searching personal branding and FedEx Fearless videos came up. That's literally how it works. Google, it shows your videos. So use YouTube to improve your watch time as much as possible. You should be trying to get people to watch as many hours of you as possible, right? 7 touch points, 4 platforms, 11 hours, right? Your audience needs to know you so well. So the goal is to try to get these people to watch more of you. You got to create binge-worthy content, right? When people watch your video, it's applicable. They want to watch more. There are many ways you can do this. You can do live streams, right? You can make longer videos. You can make playlists. These are huge. People don't talk about this a lot. You can make playlists on YouTube. So what you can do right now is, if you've made a good batch of videos, let's say around 50 videos, you can go put them on a playlist. And that's what you can do on every single video. You can say, hey guys, if you want more help on this specific category, go and watch my playlist over here. Guess what YouTube allows you to do? Attach that playlist at the end screen or within the video, and then they can go watch that playlist of 10, 15 other videos. Huge way to increase your watch time and get you closer to these watch hours. You can have a playlist of a specific type of topic, right? Where people can watch a group of your videos all at once. I'm giving you guys a sauce, man. create playlists, binge-worthy content by studying the data, being authentic, and you will grow tremendously. Don't be clickbaity. Don't be too overly trendy. And I promise you, man, you will know this is what's working right now. Coming from a personal brand that is, I earned well over 7 figures. I've built my personal brand at 7 figures, 600,000 followers on Instagram, 600K right here on YouTube, on my main channel. This is what's working. Okay? And once again, if you would like some help, link in the description or pinned comments. If you want me to help you take your personal brand to the next level, all right, and you hold your hand, I help men take their personal brands to 6 figures and up, right? $10,000 and up a month, right? Click the link in the description, pin comments, apply for the Inner Circle mentorship, and hopefully you can be my next testimonial.